Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to the new series, in which, well, it's a career mode. There's not much else to it. It's just going to be a normal old FIFA career mode. But, this is going to be, a generic, series. This is going to be pretty much a Road to Glory-esque series. But we're going to take Norwich with us, and try to take them to the top. But there's gonna be a little bit of not a twist, but if this series goes uh, if this series goes on for as long as I hope it goes on for, I hope to kind of do what Docs does, in which he doesn't restart a career mode when he's done with a team. He just simply moves on to another team, and then you see progression and through this FIFA world type thing where it's like. You guys get it, right? Okay. It's kind of like a real world type thing, but yes, that is right. We're going to be the manager of Norwich, which I think can be really, really fun. Well, yeah, it can be fun. And we're just going to start this episode off by, establishing our goals. And we're going to play one preseason game. One thing you're going to have to learn about my commentaries, however, is that you're not going to get any fancy cuts just simply because, well, I'm not that great of a editor. It's just going to be, there's going to be no edits, uncut, so that way there's no faking or anything. I don't necessarily know. But we have been, as we already found this out, but I'm going to go ahead and read straight from this. So we have been appointed as the new manager for Norwich. Now, I'm really, really excited about this because I play FIFA quite a lot. I really do. I won't spend too much time on it. But it's just because I really, really love soccer. I love watching it. Not ever really played it because, I'm just not that athletic. But, I just really love keeping up with it. Playing in the BPL is going to be kind of difficult for me because I'm personally a Man United fan. But anyway, they're going to thrash us if we ever play us. Actually, we might have a chance according to real life, but let's just go ahead and look at this preseason tournaments. We can either go up against... We can't do this one. We can't do the European Shield. We're going to lose in any of these. I think that's... the way I look at... because I do a lot of career modes on my own. And the way I look at these preseason invitationals, I look at the teams that I could beat. And then I just look for a reasonable finish. It's like, here I'm probably going to get beat by Hamburg. Here I'm probably going to be beat by Ajax. And also, actually, we might be able to finish third there. That could be a possible one. Then here's the one in Portugal. I'm going to be beat by FC Cologne. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And I can probably beat Hull City. Probably going to be beat by Frankfurt and the MK Dons. My bad, that's not the MK Dons. I'm so sorry. And I'm probably also going to be beat by RCD Espanyol. So I'm not going to go for the Portugal one. Now, however, in Germany, I'm definitely not going to go for this one, so I'm probably going to go back to the one in the Netherlands. But anyway, just to kind of show what I'm talking about. Probably going to be beat by Marseille. Probably going to be beat by Mainz. Probably going to be beat by Hoffenheim. Probably going to be beat by Sevilla. And probably going to be beat by Hanover. Which is, 5 of the 8 teams in the whole tournament. So we're going to sell for the one here in the Netherlands. We don't really care about the money. I already did the 60% transfer negotiation, however you want to look at it. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and read this out. We recognize that you, the coaching staff, and the players are just coming off a very draining and demanding season. Well, I'm not because I'm just starting, but whatever. So we appreciate that you accepted the invitation to participate in the Champions Trophy. This year, the competition will take place in the Netherlands. That's going to be a really nice place. It's a great opportunity for you to evaluate. I almost said elevate. I suck at reading. The current squad and experiment with the lineup and tactics before the beginning of the season. It is also a key opportunity for the club to expand our brand. During the group stage of the competition, you will be facing the following teams: Hamburg and Ajax. The Hamburg, or whatever you want to say. I like to say Hamburg, but whatever. We're the two teams that I definitely didn't want to play, and that's gonna be Hamburg and Ajax. I get them in the group stages. That sucks. And the domestic cup, they would like a cup run just reach the round of 16. I think that's reasonable. Not gonna look at that. Not gonna look at that either. We're gonna do all this later. The league objective. Now, this is the most important in my opinion. because it's, when I'm first starting out, I don't care too much about cups. Obviously, I'm not going to worry about Europe because I'm using Norwich. I'm not going to worry about Europe. I'm not going to worry about uh, different cup runs. I mean, FA Cup, we might try to make a run in, but the league objectives is what I'm going to put the most attention towards. Uh, but anyway, they want us to finish in the mid-table. It's reasonable. It's not a crazy demand. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to do. Now let's go ahead and look at our team. And first off, why in the world do you have a... Can he even play? Oh, he can play striker. We're not going to play him there, but we're going to go ahead and look at the squad report and pretty much see what we're going to do with each one of these guys. Starting goalkeeper is going to be John Ruddy. That's pretty obvious. He's 28, 75 overall. Not great, but good enough for this team. Andre Wisdom, probably going to be... It's going to suck losing him at the end of the season. He's really the only bright spot, and he's on loan here from Liverpool. That's great. We might try to buy him at the end of that loan. But at right back, he's probably not even... He'll probably play, but we're going to start our boy Pinto. Evo Pinto. And then you got Steven Whittaker, Russell Martin, which is also the name of a catcher in the MLB. It's interesting. Ryan Bennett, Sebastian Basong, Adel Gafati. We're probably not going to bother re-signing him. He's on loan away at 31. Okay, whatever. I'm just trying to go through looking at guys I can possibly loan out. First off, we're going to make him our starter. I don't care if he's lower rated than anybody. He's going to start. Or make the first team, I should say. We're going to try to loan out Gary O'Neill. I thought Neville for a minute. I don't know why. Now, see, this is... Okay, Robbie Brady, and then you got Matt Jarvis. We're going to try and get rid of Matt Jarvis. Let's see. Josh Murphy's going to be coming back to us. Jacob Murphy. They're brothers. They have to be. They have to be. They're twins. They have to be. Got the Murphys. They play the same position. I hope they're versatile. How would they have played together this long? Why am I carrying? Anyway, getting past that. Wes Houlihan, which I do believe is the best player on the team overall-wise. And you got Stephen Naismith, who's also the same overall. Oh, no, you got Mbonkani. He's the best overall. But we're probably going to run two up top. We're going to let Jerome be on the right, probably. Let me see. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and skip straight to me. Alright, so here we are. Kind of a custom formation, more or less. Started out as, I believe, a 4-3-1, maybe. I think that's what... It's not what it started out as. It started out as a 4-4-2, and then we kind of turned it into a 4-1-3-2. I think this can work. We got our players that we need to be playing. We got Raidman in there, and you got Houlihan. We're gonna keep checking between him and Naismith. Naismith is a much better offensive player than Houlihan, but Naismith can play pretty much everywhere. So we're gonna keep him on the bench and see where we can go from there. So I think all that we have left to do after making that lineup, just go ahead and get into a preseason game, and then let's see who we're gonna jumping all over the place here. We're gonna train Redmond. Redmond's gonna be the guy that we kind of paid the most attention to, and we're also gonna train. We're gonna give him another one. We're also, I don't know who else we're gonna train. Let's see. Is there Eaton Collins? Is he supposed to be something special? I don't think so. Trying to find anyone that's like, young and a decent overall. Toffolo. We're gonna also focus on Harry Toffolo. Now, he's a left back, 19 years old. We'll see how far we can get with him. But the training in this game, you could take, anyone and make them a great player. You could probably make a 35-year-old up to a 90 through training, which is almost ridiculous. But anyway, that's nice. So the first game is going to be against Krasnodar. Krasnodar. Let's see. Eaton Collins wants to play. Not gonna be able to play today. We want to see how the first team's gonna look, and we get an update from France. Nothing special. Probably gonna look at him as well. Maybe even Grenade. But I'm gonna sort out all the stuff and all the scouting reports off camera, and then come back next episode and have all this done. But let's just go ahead and jump straight into the gameplay. Alright, so here at the start of this, Krasnodar being a Russian side, and obviously us, Norwich, being an English side. I personally think we should win this, but you know how this year's FIFA is, where we might not even have the possession the entire time. They might just swing it around. See, they're going to go ahead and start that. That kind of ticks me off, because not every single team's going to play like that. I don't know how Krasnodar play in real life. And play in real life. They might play like this in real life, but I don't think they have Barcelona tiki-taka type of play. And I'm not that great at manually defending. I know, you know, best just to stay in front of them. Don't let them get behind you. And you've got to make these really short passes, really precise passes. Don't press triangle until you're at the very top of the, or you're about to make a huge run.
Well, they can be
or you're just going to turn it over, is what I've learned in playing this year's FIFA. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, Docs thinks this is the worst FIFA, which I could see. I've obviously not played FIFA that many years as he has. I'm going to get that right back. But this episode is going to be mainly about just finding out the strengths of this team. I don't know who even the strongest player is. The strongest player might be the worst rated player in the team. I don't know. It's just kind of how they fit to my play style and how I want this team to play. I want this team to have a Manchester United type feel. And by that, I simply mean just not afraid to take a chance, and, you know, always swinging the ball into the box, always attacking, always counter-attacking, just whatever they do, fast-paced football. I'm going to call it football. So if you're American and watching this, I'm sorry, you're not going to like me saying football. But anyway, now that the verbiage and now that that's out of the way, I really, you know, obviously being a Manchester United fan, I always did like their style of play. Okay, time freaking out. First off, where did that run come from? I mean, he just sliced us. That was really poor defending by me, I think. But anyway, Ruddy, what are you doing? First, you did get your hand on it, but the goalkeeping is just, I'm not expecting, I am expecting him to make that save. He could have at least parried that away. I mean, come on. Kabore, you know, he scored. That was a good strike from him, but should have been a save, more or less. I don't know. Get into Malumbu with it, up to Houlihan. Oh, you're clearly offside. Almost passed that to you. Oh, Houlihan. Win it back, no penalty, no pin. Play it through to Jerome. Jerome, what are you going to do with it? Fake shot, cut inside, nope, not there. Play it into Olsen. Olsen turns the corner. No, he doesn't. He doesn't turn the corner at all. Nope. Win the ball back. Oh, get it. Yes. Just kind of, I did not mean to do that, actually.
Nathan Redmond.
Let's go ahead and play this across. Ooh.
Jarvis.
Keep playing it forwards. That was a sucky pass. I didn't know you were going to try to go for a run to the wing. Which, after this, I'm going to... What? I don't know if that was on purpose, but if he was onside, that would be the greatest, like, you know, I don't know what you would call that, a touch pass? I mean, this isn't basketball, but holy cow. If, like, that would have been onside, I wouldn't have even been mad if they scored then. But let's just talk about, you know, current in real life football for a minute. Not the Panthers and Broncos, by the way. Super surprised that the Broncos are in the are in the Super Bowl. I thought they were done for. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I didn't think Peyton Manning would reach it to another Super Bowl. But anyway, getting back to English football, you know, the one that I might even start to prefer here. Oh, win the ball back. Losing train of thought. Oh, get it back. Jerome, fight for the ball a little bit, please. Oh, goodness, and realize that that's like a Sunday league type of, oh, goodness. Oh, Houlihan. What happened? Was that deflect? Please tell me that was deflected. It wasn't. That was a terrible finish. Holy cow. And it, jeez, I need to change subjects after that. Oh, goodness. Anyway, now the surprise team. The surprise team of the year, obviously being Leicester. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Leicester? I don't know. First off, Riyad Mahrez and Jamie Vardy, their smartest move will be to leave Leicester, because you know, let's see, you know, we're already towards the end of the January transfer window. We only got like 4 days left in real life, but they're not going to leave this time. But the fall transfer window, that's when I think they're going to leave. Or if they get like a massive like move to maybe even just a team just a little bit better than they are in Tottenham, who I consider to be a little bit better. I think Leicester's season, I don't know how much I believe in it, just to be 100% honest with you. I don't know if this season's a fluke. I don't know how to feel about it. But getting back to what I was saying, it's just get that out of there. I'm sorry. I do leave the topic that I'm talking about a lot. Is that really on me? Like, come on. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and try to get this in there. The song from pretty much at the midway line. Get into the box. Whatever. We had a chance, but not really a good one. But if I'm Riyad Mahrez or Jamie Vardy, who's already, how old is he? Is he 20? He's like 28, 29. If I'm him, if I receive an offer, like a big move, or just bigger than Leicester, then I'm gonna take it, because how often are they gonna get a big offer like that? And if I'm Leicester, and I get 30 million for Jamie Vardy or something like that, then I'm gonna take it, because Jamie Vardy might not ever have another year like this. He might be, you know how Michael Owen was for England. I mean, he's a great footballer. Don't get me wrong, but he came onto the scene at like 17, scored a couple goals, and then never really performed that great again for England. For England specifically, he did not perform that great again for England. Club-wise, he was a great footballer, and he's one of the best English ones there is. But you know, I don't know how many more phenomenal seasons you're gonna have left at 28. I'm not gonna say he's, I'm not saying that he's old by any means, but I'm not gonna say he's gonna have another season like this one. He's not had one before. That's what I'm saying. This could be his prime year. It's kind of like how Jeremy Lin did, a couple years ago in the NBA, where he had a great year. He had a great year in New York, and then he did the smart thing. He did not try to stay in New York. He didn't try to try to make his own dynasty in New York. He didn't try to become like a one-man team or anything. But instead, what he did was he took the money and just went with it, and which, in my opinion, was the smart thing to do. He had like a 50. I could be completely wrong. I think he had a massive contract offer though, and he took it. Went to Houston. Obviously, did not perform well in Houston, but they paid for him. He accepted the contract, which was smart. Now, obviously, we all know in football, you're not always going to get the offer. It's not going to come to you first. There's no like free agency pool like there is in American sports. Which, by the way, that's why the MLS is so messed up, because they try to be like regular sports, which is not going to have. That's going to be for episode 2. My MLS rant will be for episode number 2. But anyway, if I'm Riyad Mahrez, or if I'm Jamie Vardy, I'm going to take the money. If an offer falls to me, if Leicester accept like a big money offer, which they're probably going to get from somebody. They're going to get it from somebody. You know they are. Oh, is that a pin? Please don't be. Thank goodness. Let's just go. Over the top. Go. Jerome. He's got it. Now play. That was terrible. Well, No, that was a terrible touch. He could have done that better. Getting back to what I was saying yet again. Jeez, I know how to stay on the topic, don't I? Like I said, if the offer falls to me, which there's no guarantee it's going to, and I'm Jamie Vardy and I'm 28, 29, then I'm going to take a move to like Barcelona, because, you know, why not? They're going to offer you a good wage. Obviously, he's not going to get a move to Barcelona, but, you know, if I get a team offer me a big-time wage, then I'm going to take it if I'm Jamie Vardy. I'm not going to try to stay in Leicester and make a, you know, I'm not going to try and make a dynasty in Leicester. I mean, they probably will. That's probably what they're going to end up doing, because Leicester's not going to let them go. They've already kind of made that clear. But if they're just forced because of massive offer, I kind of don't know what I'm saying anymore. Holy cow. I thought that was going to go top corner. I'm not even going to lie to you. Let's go ahead and make some substitutions. But I would really like to know, how have Leicester, you know, done this well? Is it just they're this good, or is it just the Premier League has had a bad season, or is it just because you know, Arsenal's #1 now? I don't think they're going to finish atop the BPL. But has the BPL had like a down year, kind of? Has Leicester proved that, or are Leicester just as good? I don't know. Which, the fact that's lasted an entire season, that's the part that really interests me. Leicester can be something special since it's lasted an entire season. But let's get off the Leicester topic before I sound any dumber. Going to Manchester United, why not? Oh, also, Swansea City letting go of John Joe Shelby and sending him to Newcastle. By the way, I think, what a strike from the young Redmond. Holy cow. What a strike. Puts it in the top of the net. Wow, what a run in from the right wing. Holy cow, just slicing through the defense. It puts power behind it. What a strike from you, Redmond. You are my new favorite player. You kind of already were, but you are my favorite player now. Anyway, holy, what a strike, though. I mean, you know, that's a common goal, but that's how you introduce yourself. But Newcastle United have recently purchased John Joe Shelby. I don't know how much it was for, but I'm kind of confused why Swansea let him go, because from what I understood was that he's not that bad of a player. It's not like he was, you know, on bad form for the entire season or something like that. I always thought John Joe Shelby was a good player, not like a fantastic player, but like he's a good player for a Swansea City is what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of confused by that move. I've not gotten to watch BPL in a couple of days, so I don't know how he's done in a debut, or if he's even had one yet for Newcastle. Or Newcastle, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know why I said this word. Newcastle is what I was trying to say. Anyway, however you want to pronounce that. But that was a smart move by them. I think he only makes them better. And I watched the... Oh, Redmond. He just drew a pin in the box. He's lethal. He's lethal. Holy cow. Look at this. Just enough touch. Wow. Are we going to let him... You know what? Actually, just because... I don't know if his stats are even good. But just because he set everything up, we're going to let Redmond take it. The young 21-year-old. Not the greatest anything on it. Oh, he puts it in the top bin. Oh, Redmond, you the boy. You the boy, Redmond. That's all I got to say. You are great. That's just... Redmond is the future of Norwich. Yeah. Wow. Just... I'm really impressed by Redmond. That's all I'm going to say. You got me, Redmond. Sucky pun. Anyway. I'm just going to... You know, John Joe Shelby, Newcastle. That's a good move for Newcastle. Because I watched the Man United Newcastle game. It hurt me, but it also impressed me. Oh, a third goal, and that quickly. What a change of pace. What a change of pace. Naismith comes in off of the rebound. What a... And then the header. Just this team, like this attacking football. What am I... You know what I mean? Just, wow.
Another angle on it here.
Naismith, you know, attacking. He might just win the starting job. Houlihan came in. He had one good, you know, he had one good run. And then he messed it up, which I'm not mad at him for. I mean, I kind of was at the time because we were losing, but now, you know, it was a strike. He took a chance. He took a dig, and then it just didn't work.
And no direct threat to his goal this time.
And, you know, getting back to the Newcastle Man United game, I watched that in, you know, really in a mix of emotions, really. That was a terrible pass. In a mix of emotions, really, because I'm looking at Newcastle, or I'm looking at Man United saying, this should be a win. This should be a win. I mean, we got some breaks. We got a bunch of breaks that game that I personally thought it was a handball. I mean, you know, Jamie Carragher, they were trying to make a case for him. Sticking your hand up in the air, I mean, he's probably just trying to feel for him or something, but, you know, handball is a handball. I mean, you know, they let one go the other day or it's been a while ago now, Chelsea versus Man United. They let one go when Willian did it. Win the ball back when Willian, you know, touched the ball. But in my opinion, if your hand touches the ball, your hand touches the ball. You know, you're not, you know, if it's on accident, don't give a yellow is what I'm saying. I think that should be. And like I said, we were just getting a bunch of breaks, and I thought we should have won the game. I thought we played pretty well too, but defensively we were horrid. I didn't really like having Fellaini out there. He had made a bunch of mistakes. I'm not, you know, lost some trust in him. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of this one. I was all over the place today, but the main thing you should take away from this video, aside from my bad commentary, is that this team can really be impressive. Nathan Redmond, it was so easy just to slice and dice with him, more or less. It was just cutting through the defense like hot knives through butter. I know it's an old saying, but that's the only thing that came to my mind. Just if we can keep getting him the ball on the wing, have him cut in, that, you know, we might even get some assists from him. It's that attacking football that I really like to play. That's what we're going to do with this team. And if you enjoyed, leave a like. Come back for episode 2. There's definitely going to be one. Most definitely there's going to be one. Now in episode 2, I know in this episode I didn't really focus on the actual game too much. I more or less, you know, just kind of picked the topic, because these videos are going to be, you know, decently long, because, you know, I'm not going to have cuts in them. There's not going to be too much clip editing, but anyway, we'll be playing Ajax tomorrow, and then we're going to simulate the rest of it. I just really wanted to see how this team plays. I'm going to see how the second team plays. I'm going to control them tomorrow. And, but anyway, so glad I'm finally making a career mode. Probably waited too long. We're, you know, pretty far through the season in real life already. But we're going to try to hammer through this, at least, I'd like to get 3 seasons done. Don't know how it's going to work, but it's going to, I promise. But anyway, if you enjoyed, like I said earlier, leave a like, and then come back for episode 2. That'll be up tomorrow, probably early tomorrow, and then another one late tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed, and